Well, now we are going to start the chemistry section, and I will be following the textbook of ninth class. So, starting with the basic definitions. First of all, what is chemistry? Well, chemistry is a study of matter and the ways in which the different forms of matter combine with each other. The study of matter. Remember, what is matter? Matter is every that thing that occupies a space and has a mass. Okay, so the study of matter and the ways in which different forms of matter combine with each other. There is one chemical is matter. So one chemical, when combines with another chemical, different ways, how do they combine and what do they make and what is their use, then the study of all that is chemistry. Now we have different branches of chemistry. Well, the first branch we will discuss is the physical chemistry. Physical chemistry is a study of relationship between the physical properties of substances along with their chemical changes that occur in them. Okay, so we have some physical substances. We have some substances that have a specified boiling point, specified melting point. Every substance has its own boiling point, its own melting point, its own properties, its own physical properties, and those properties can change different parameters of that compound. Now when two chemicals come and combine with each other, their melting point, their boiling point, their other properties, these can change their connection with each other. So that influence the study of that change in physical and chemical properties, that is known as physical chemistry. Then we have industrial chemistry. Well, in industrial chemistry, we study the techniques and the chemical processes that are required for the preparation of different industrial products. Now, chemicals combine and make different products that are daily used, that are used daily, that are used in different stages. So, industrial chemistry is a study of the chemicals, different combination of chemicals which can produce different products for use. Then we have organic chemistry. Well, in organic chemistry, we study hydrocarbons, the study of hydrogen, carbon, those compounds that have carbon, hydrogen, those are known as hydrocarbons. So the study of hydrocarbons and their derivatives is known as organic chemistry. After that, we have an inorganic chemistry. Well, study of all other elements other than hydrocarbons comes under inorganic chemistry. Every kind of compound that is other than hydrocarbon, the study of that comes under inorganic chemistry. Then we have nuclear chemistry. Well, this nuclear chemistry is a study of nucleus, changes occurring in the nucleus, properties of particles in the nucleus, and emission and absorption from nucleus, emission and absorption of radiations from the nucleus. So the study of nuclei, we know that chemicals are substances, matter, and the smallest particle is atom, and in atom we have protons, neutrons, and electrons, and protons and neutrons reside in the nucleus. So the study of nucleus, changes occurring in the nucleus, the properties of the particles in the nucleus, that is protons and neutrons, and the emission and absorption of the radiation from the nucleus. As we know that radiations are absorbed and emitted from the nucleus, because of which electrons go out and come into the shells and all that. So that study is known as nuclear chemistry. Then we have biochemistry. Well, biochemistry is a study of chemical reaction that take place in human body. In human body you have glycolysis, Krebs cycle, all these processes that occur in human body, these chemical processes, the study of that is known as biochemistry. After biochemistry we have environmental chemistry. Well, environmental chemistry is the study of interaction of chemical substances, the processes with environment and their impact on it. So the chemical processes, what does this chemical process do, their impact, how does these chemical processes impact on the environment, how a chemical reaction can change the environment, how a chemical reaction can act with the environment and change their properties. The environment gets changed due to a single chemical reaction. The study of all that is known as environmental chemistry. Then we have analytical chemistry. While in analytical chemistry we study the qualitative and quantitative analysis of matter. We do qualitative and quantitative analysis of matter. We take the matter and the matter is analyzed for its quality, for its quantity, for its properties. All that study is known as analytical chemistry. Now, as it is a basic definition, so what is matter? Matter is anything that has a mass and it occupies in a space. Okay, then what is a substance? A piece of a matter that is in pure form. A pure form of a substance is known as a pure form of matter is known as a substance. Like H2O is a pure form of substance. This is known as a substance. This can be called a substance. Now we have matter. Matter is divided into pure substance and impure substance. In pure substance we have constant proportion and composition, meaning that a constant proportion and constant composition of more than two different substances come and combine and form a pure substance. Like H2O, pure, this is a pure substance because a specified amount of hydrogen is taken, a specified amount of oxygen is taken, and they combine to form a pure substance, okay, having a fixed proportion. Then we have impure substance or mixture. Now in mixtures they have no constant proportion, they have no constant composition. कोई भी amount, any amount of one substance can mix into any amount of other substance and they can form a mixture. Then mixtures, in mixtures we have homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Now if the mixture, the mixture is what that is uniformly distributed, meaning that if you put NaCl into water, salt into water, what will happen? A salt solution will be formed. Even you will not be able to see the salt. That is, salt molecules will uniformly distribute throughout the water molecules. That will make a homogeneous mixture having a uniform composition throughout the mass. What is heterogeneous mixture? Well, in heterogeneous mixture there is no uniform mixture. Like if you take sand and put it in water, now sand will not dissolve in water, it will distribute there but it will not dissolve. You can see that, and that's not a uniform distribution throughout the water molecules. So sand in water is an example of heterogeneous mixture where there is no uniform composition. Then we come towards a pure substance. Now in pure substance we may have an element, we may have a compound. Why I have written molecule here, I will tell you. Now first of all, element. एलिमेंट इज अ सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म दैट कैन नॉट बी सिंप्लीफाइड केमिकली मोर. आप उसको और ज्यादा ब्रेक नहीं कर सकते. इट कैन नॉट बी ब्रोकन मोर. अगर आप उसको ब्रेक करेंगे, इफ इट हैज बीन ब्रोकन, द मॉलिक्यूल विल स्प्रेड आउट. दैट विल नॉट बी देन एलिमेंट. एलिमेंट विल बी देन आयनाइज और स्प्रेड आउट. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज एन एलिमेंट? एलिमेंट इज अ सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म that is present chemically. Now a pure substance that cannot be split into other simpler substances by ordinary physical or chemical processes. By ordinary processes you cannot break an element, remember that. The examples are boron. The symbol for boron is B. Carbon and symbol for carbon is C. Hydrogen, sulfur, calcium, etc. We have many elements. Almost we have 118 elements that have been discovered. 92 of them are naturally produced and 18 are produced by us. They are synthesized, okay? And 92 are naturally produced. So these are all elements. Then we have compounds. Now, well, compounds can be simplified chemically. You can break down a compound into element, because what is compound? Compound is a combination of two or more than two elements with each other. When two or more than two elements combine with each other, like hydrogen and oxygen, and combining with each other making water, now they can be split into hydrogen and oxygen, so they can be simplified, okay? So what is a compound? Two or more than two different types of elements when chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. Remember this thing, in a fixed ratio. If it is not in a fixed ratio, then it will be a mixture. Okay? So fixed ratio by mass is necessary, meaning that H2O. Now here we have H2O, that is water. Here we have H2O2, that is hydrogen peroxide. What is the difference? Only there is a difference of oxygen. See, here the proportion is hydrogen we have 2 and oxygen is 1. Here we have a ratio of 2:1, and here we have a ratio of hydrogen is 2 and oxygen is 2. Just due to this one oxygen increase, the whole compound has been changed. This is water, this is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide cannot be taken as water. You will die if you take it. So just because of one oxygen, the whole chemical structure, the whole compound gets changed. Okay? So this was all about, these are the basic definitions of chapter 1, and now we proceed further with each and every topic individually.